Peace and power, brothers and sisters. Okay, I really got one more before I go to work. It kind of slipped my mind because I I do everything unscripted. Y'all know that I just do it from inside of me. But I really just made a faux pas, a mistake. I forgot to do something that I always do. So let's do this again. First, I honor my teacher, Professor Marvin Gatlin, as you always know, his series, Brother Montu Teaching Moment. What I forgot to do last time, remember when I had the katana in my hand and I was telling you that really in that triangular stance, the katana itself would be aiming at the person's eyes. So when you go forward, it's offline. They can't really see because it's so thin. You can't see that I'm aiming it between your eyes. My hands are forward too. Remember, it's just like when I showed you the toy exercise. Remember when I first start out, my hands go from my navel, under my navel, and I go forward. That's exactly what the sticks was. It wasn't on my stomach. It was 1 inch below my navel. When the sticks, when the sword was that way, the stick was that way. So that means it's off my body 1 inch below my navel at that angle. You see? So when I breathe, my shoulders just act like a hinge. They just slide up. There's no power, no strength. The power is right there at the bottom. When I go forward and step and I go, huh, because my whole body is centered under me. When I go, huh, forward, you're getting it from my groin, really from my legs, but from the center of my mass of my body, from my groin directly through you. That's my whole body going forward. You're getting the force of my center, my whole center line going right through you, piercing. Nothing you can do about it. Right through your skull. Remember that part. But what I really forgot to do was honor someone where I got it from. And that would be Professor Gatlin's dear friend and comrade. And I have a t-shirt that I made that I'm definitely going to now wear for you guys so you can see the picture. Or if you want, you can go up on YouTube and look him up. But I got a t-shirt, I got a couple of t-shirts with him on it. And I'm going to honor him. That's another one of my teachers, instructors, I must say. And that would be Hanshi Riko Guy, the Black Samurai. Yes, him and Professor Gatlin were great friends because Hanshi Riko Guy, like Professor Gatlin, was a very tough man. He wasn't like a street thug man, but he was a man that was in the streets and would let you know if you couldn't look a man in his eyes, then you shouldn't mess with that man. That shows you the depth of character of his samurai way, the warrior way. I'm a warrior. That means if I could look through any man, through him, that means I'm looking for something. I'm looking towards his heart while he's doing his actions and talking to me. So I can delve deep inside of him if he has any contentious thoughts, if he wants to attack me, anything. Man, I already seen inside his heart by his posture and his movements. Therefore, there is no contest. No contest. So when he makes that move, please, his move will be, how can we say, erased. It won't even matter. A non-threat. Because I've already gauged him from this distance. By what? Noticing his mannerisms. This, again, is from Moriye, another one of my great instructors, mental and spiritual, Moriye Yeshiva. Those words was his philosophy, his words. Mine's too, obviously, the way I said it. But that shows you how internal this is. Remember, I do internal arts, not esoteric. Internal. That's why I'm always telling you guys about breathing. The only other two things that I can tell you guys to really understand what I'm saying, if you go look up yoga or Pilates. Because all of that, you have to breathe from your diaphragm, 1 inch below your navel, to maintain the hold of the positions. The stretch and hold of the positions.